God.
Oh.
I can't believe we're taking it to this level.
You barf in your mouth.
Yeah, I probably would.
I probably
All right,
would.
ladies, be warned. Brett may puke on you.
He's not getting this offer right now. This is a scenario.
No, this is based on things that will never happen, right?
All right,
Or-
let's do it right now.
What? Let's do it right now. When I was getting a physical to play football, I think
I've never been fondled.
the RN, which obviously they check you for a hernia. And before she did, she's like, "Everything okay with your balls?" And I was like, which I think she said because it was a 14-year-old kid, but
Well, see, here's the thing. I've always heard stories about that. Why is that so funny? It's the truth. They're
is
checking for
so-
testicular cancer.
It's so funny.
no, she wasn't doing that. She was checking me for a hernia.
Well, they're checking you for both.
Well, probably.
'Cause they're looking for lumps, right?
No, because
They're like all.
you can't. When they check for a hernia, they just
Don't they grab it? Or?
no. Have
See,
you?
I've never
I
had it
told
done.
you. Garfield and Friends from Pickle
Aw.
Fanboys.
Now, which one?
The second one, not the
Yes.
first one.
This one.
Times a hit.
Yeah, I hate that one.
one.
There are two
There's
actual
two-
songs.
there's two of
Oh,
them.
The
well,
second
that's what
one,
he sent me a picture.
Ready,
Ready
Ready?
two,
to
party!
We're ready
to party.
We're ready.
Dun, dun,
I hope you bring lots of spaghetti.
dun, dun.
Come on in, come on down to Garfield and Friends. Come on in. It's time to party with Garfield,
Garfield
and
and
Friends. And then I think there's another
I love
verse.
how we all know that one.
I think there's another verse.
There
in it.
is. There's a little bit more to it. I have a list of movie titles that were almost called something else. Star Wars Episode 6 was almost called Revenge of the Jedi. We know this, right? I
Yep.
mean, we're nerds. Alex might not have known that.
I was like, what are you talking about? It's not Revenge of the Jedi.
No,
it's
no, no.
Return. I was like, bitch, you ain't no nerd.
Head cheese.
Head cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Alex?
I have no idea.
Yep.
Yeah!
Why,
Nice!
Why head cheese?
Because I remember there's in the Texas Chainsaw, the remake in '01, they go into that rest stop
Mm-hmm.
and there's a pig's head
Yep.
in the display case, and head cheese is you boil
How
a
did you
pig's
make
head.
that freaking connection, Brett?
That is a photographic memory. at
Oh
work.
my god.
What is the McGangbang?
McDonald's McGangbang. Simply order a McDouble and a McChicken. The McChicken sandwich is placed directly inside the juicy McDouble, buns and all. So if a normal McDouble doesn't quite fill you up, take the chance by combining a McChicken McDouble from McDonald's secret menu.
So then do you just order the two different pieces, or do you
You
order
say, I want the surf
McGangbang?
and turf, and they'll give you the two.
And they'll give you the two and you put it together. I'm not into the fish thing, but I think I would do the McGangbang.
Yeah.
That does not sound right at all. You know what, honey? Let's try a McGangbang.
Are you bringing that to the table, Alex? Are we
We
having
can
this
set it on the
discussion?
table and do it right here on the podcast. Try a McGangbang on the podcast.
Wow. Wow.
So Die Hard started a
I
trend.
hate Speed 2.
Why?
It's pretty
It's
bad.
horrible.
It's kind of like, it's more of a watch it because it's laughably bad.
Yes.
There are a few parts that I thought Sandra Bullock was pretty funny.
She's a great actress, but she sucks in that movie.
She cuts open the door with the chainsaw and she's like revving it. Can you guys get out?
If you back up with the saw,
What?
if you back up with the saw, we'll give it a try.
It's so bad.
It is very bad writing. It is
Oh,
very bad.
Bad.
But I always thought of it as more of an action type than a funny movie, and it turns out this, like, as an adult watching it, it's a terrible
It's
film.
horrible.
That was a great
That's great.
quote by
Yeah.
you, John. I just got a Charlie horse in my thigh.
Oh shoot! You okay?
You were gonna fart or
Do
something.
you need something?
Hey, where's your Charlie
Just give me
horse?
time. It's on the bottom of this thigh.
Hey, you can do this. Put your foot out. Put your
I
foot
can't
out. Do it.
move.
Put your
Oh shoot!
Ah! Put it out. Now flex your foot up, like your toes towards the ceiling. It looks like you're trying to take a shit.
What do you need to
Well, I
do?
don't want it to look like
What do you
that.
want to do?
I'm trying to put my foot over there. Help me. My back's to the camera.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're okay.
It's
You're okay.
ridiculous.
You're okay. You're
Let's do some
We're doing some friggin' Christmas trivia.
Hi.
Are you ready there?
I'm good.
Welcome back, me.
And I'm what?
Yeah, you really had to think about it too. So what's it's been okay, so first of all, it's been 223 days since you've been on the show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
16
counted.
episodes.
So
Yeah.
basically to kind of recap, I left the show in June?
May.
May. I left the
Yes.
show in May because
May
I
9th was your last show.
in the spring I was up for a promotion at my job and I didn't get it. And I decided at that point I was going to get into the shooting range where I wanted to work for the last 2 years. I was going to get in there.
Yeah.
And if that meant working 2 jobs, then that's what I was going to do, because at that point I was pretty sure it was going to be entry level at there, and I can't work that even full time at that pay to pay my bills. So I knew 2 jobs was on the horizon. So it took me until August to get in there, and I got in there as an entry level part time. But while doing that, or between then and now, I've basically the way they judge our performance is we have to sell consults, training consultations, and memberships.
Mhm.
And I have made like the top tier in the company. I was like number 5 in the company
Wow.
a few weeks ago, and at my store I am I think I'm in the top 3, I think, for the quarter. So I'm really charging there, doing well, loving it, having a great time. It's a different feeling when you actually look forward to going to work.
Right.
Yeah.
So I enjoy going there, and then I just go to the other job because I need money.
Right.
But I have interviewed twice now for a promotion, and I'm waiting to hear on the second one. The first one I didn't get.
Did you do it
Every-
4?
Didn't.
No, every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
I was like,
Alex,
I am wrecked.
How was the days he was gone working here?
Oh, like meaning he's gone and I'm
Like
here?
you're the only
Yeah.
one here working. How was it?
It's really annoying because of the animals.
They like me.
Because when Josh is not here and I'm at home working, basically Nymeria jumps up and sits in Josh's chair so no one else can. So
Mhm.
Snickers gets upset because she wants to sit in there. So she's trying to fight, and then Cade sees what's going on, so he tries jumping up and he pisses both of them off. And then you've got Pixel that stares at Josh's seat and then whines the whole freaking
Aw.
time.
Can't you just kick them all out of the room?
No, because then they'll cry
Big-
and
big
scratch and
fight.
it'll be worse. So, and last week, or no, what was it last week?
It was Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, Wednesday. So Wednesday, I think, was Josh's first day out of the 2
you
last
were
week.
So
I was so pissed off because Pixel would not stop crying. He had already been fed. He'd already been peed. He'd already been pooped. Like, which means he lays down in the morning. Typically, when Josh and I work together, he'll lay down in the morning, just
Sleep.
lay down in the blankets and sleep until my break. And instead, he keeps like nudging his armadillo toy and his other toys and just keeps
Yeah, he
and then
wants
looking at the
attention.
chair and then looking at me and then pawing and then wants to get up and wants to be held, but I can't hold his big ass while I'm typing the whole time. So then I hold him and I squeeze him and then I put him back down. I ended up calling Josh by like 10:30 in the morning on FaceTime.
Yeah.
And I set the phone down, and Pixel wagged his tail when he saw Josh and heard him. And basically, after that phone call, he went to bed.
He needed to see me.
And I was like, all right, that's really, really not good. I was like,
He's really attached
you've
to me.
really spoiled him.
I love him.
Just
though.
And of course,
By,
when
like
Josh...
not on purpose though, just by proximity.
Yeah,
you know?
but when Josh gets home from work, from those long days,
Those reactions that he gives you guys, I get that.
he
Yeah,
gets
I
that,
believe
but
it.
it's like... like, and he can hear Josh like go to the mail. Like Josh parks in front of the house to get the mail first, and then he comes into the garage. Pixel knows when he's driving down that street.
Wow.
Like he knows. He will just go like he'll sit up and like do this.
He'll look around.
He'll look around, and then he'll wait for the garage door. And if he hears the garage door, then it's and he just like screams bloody murder.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been fun.
But life working from home these days is you are a different person, I'll say, within this time frame. Your stress level has gone.
It's a different type of stress. It's more like time management. It's time management is the only stress that I have right now. Because this week, as of today, I'm in my probationary training right now. So I'm out of basic training now. I'm in probationary training, and I'm 2 weeks. The way it works is like the first 2 weeks, like they don't give me goals or anything, and they just see how I do. Mm-hmm. And as long as I'm improving those 2 weeks, like back to back, there's no big deal. And then they send me a goal. Well, those 2 weeks are over, so now I have a time-based goal, like a quota, and I'm like, yeah. And I mean, it's not unreachable. I technically reached it today, but it's frustrating.
You're only frustrated because of the way you're receiving the information.
If I get all the information I need, I can do my job just fine. But most of the time, if I open up a claim and 99.9% of the time it's because an owner didn't fill something out properly, then I have to call the hospital, and then I have to sit on hold, and then it takes all that time away from like I have a quote I have to meet every hour.
Yeah.
So it pisses me off. Fill out your damn forms properly.
It's easier said than done for some people, I guess. I don't know. Insurance forms are
you're supposed to write down what's called a story of occurrence. So the reason why you want your money back, basically. The reason why you feel like you need reimbursed. Somebody put the other day, they put the review of their veterinarian. They said, blah, 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 veterinary clinic is such a great place. Way better than this clinic, blah, 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 blah. I highly recommend it, period. That was it. And then there was a bunch of charges. Well, now I can't process it because I need to know why they want to. I was like, I don't care what you think about the damn hospital.
You've been getting some really weird...
There's some really weird shit, man.
Yeah. Photos attached that
that's the other thing is you have to take a picture of your invoice and then attach it to like show proof, or have your vet like send it. Most of the time people take a picture of it and attach it to an email. Well, a lot of people accidentally download it in their photos, and they accidentally attach photos instead of their form. So I get a lot of really funny things.
You got some party pics.
I have some party pics. Like the other day, we got a there was like looks like a birthday with people taking tequila shots the other day. I was like, oh, I wonder what they're claiming today. They'd like a tequila shot reimbursed, apparently.
Yeah, right on.
So yeah.
So Brett, it's been so long. I mean, I don't know what else to ask as far as how many months has it been?
200 and some days.
May would be 5, so it's been 7 months.
7 months. I mean, other than work, what else you been up to?
Boy, not much.
I mean, we've been hanging out with you on the off.
We have a couple game nights that have been fun. I
love it.
I mean, I still get 3 full days off, which has allowed me to stay fresh.
Yeah.
You know, because I was really worried about burning out, but I haven't had to worry about that. I mean, I work basically every other day. And what?
Alex is knocking on wood because you're gonna burn out, bro. It's happened. I've done it.
I basically work every other day, but the days that I work 9 a.m. to about 3:15 a.m.
Oh boy!
So it's a very long day, and I only have to do back to back twice or once, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then I'm off every other day after that throughout the week.
You're a special kind of person.
So Wednesdays are a struggle, but the rest of the week
Well, whenever you feel like being back on the show, we're moving our show to Mondays officially.
That's our first announcement, or actually second. First announcement is Brett's on the show today.
Yeah, right. We are officially moving the show to Mondays because I'm going back to Tuesday, Thursday streams. The only reason we had this schedule was for you.
I know. I don't really need it anymore. We can literally do the show whenever we want now.
Now we can, absolutely. Yeah. But we're just going to
Mondays feel like a good
Mondays.
Day.
I mean, Monday Night Football is almost over anyway. There's only a couple more left, and then we're back into the
I
swing
don't
of
even
things.
think
so.
week 17. They usually don't have a Monday night on the last week. They're all on Sunday.
Yeah.
And maybe Saturday.
Thursday will be done soon too. Then
I
God,
think so.
we'll be getting into football here. Actually, we can talk about that if you want to.
Yeah,
because that's relevant. There's a
so
lot going on.
this is the first.
I mean, first time you're able to talk about it.
It is, but I have watched less football this year than probably the last 15 years.
Well, because you're working.
I'm always working on Sunday. I do get to kind of listen to the Sunday night game, and I do watch the Monday night and the Thursday night. But it hasn't been a bad year to miss because there's a lot of bad football this year.
Oh yeah.
Bad. Okay, so we're gonna go into that.
Bad and shocking football.
This is the season of the backup quarterbacks, I'm not gonna state that any lighter.
It's that, but it's also there's just not a lot of like elite talent quarterbacks anymore. There's about 4 or 5.
Well, you want to go elite? The big announcement that happened today: Baker Mayfield, first quarterback to have a perfect passer rating at Lambeau Field as an away game, like a visitor.
A visiting quarterback.
100 years.
100 years.
100 years.
I actually started him yesterday. I've had a rough time with quarterbacks in this year.
First quarterback ever.
Yeah.
Perfect passer rating.
Well, when you
visit.
ever's really saying something, but you take the last 30
for
years,
Baker Mayfield too. Why?
You take the last 30 years when you had Rodgers and Favre and you had decent teams. And Lambeau's just kind of an intimidating place.
Think
to
of
play.
who's played there. That's great quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and they didn't have perfect passer ratings as visitors. That's crazy.
I'm sure Peyton and Tom and just
wait
all
a
these
minute.
really good quarterbacks.
Brett Favre visited the first time he played on the Vikings. He visited Lambeau.
He
had an amazing.
The first game was at Minnesota. The second game was.
Well, I said visiting.
He had
an amazing game. I have to check his rating.
It was one of his best.
It was his best
games ever
as a Viking. It was his best game, I'd say.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Must not have been perfect, but it was really good. But Baker did very well. Do you
want
to go down the list, or how do you want to do it?
That's what he's been doing every week, just like you did.
And I've just been pulling out facts from games that I've heard about as we go along. I mean, of course, I'll be talking Vikings a little bit, but
talk about the significant things. So just going down the list, starting on Thursday, the Raiders destroyed the Chargers, and Brandon Staley got fired.
Obliterated.
I was not watching that game actually.
We did.
Halftime, 42-0.
Yeah.
We did. There turnovers and touchdowns and
did you just say turnovers?
Turnovers and touchdowns and sacks. I mean,
dude,
it was
that
like
one Raiders
the
hit
hell
where
happened.
he grabbed the screen and went right in.
Mm-hmm.
Even the quarterback looked like, oh, okay, you could have that one.
There were 3 games on Saturday.
Yeah.
The first one was Bengals-Vikings.
Yeah, overtime game.
The Bengals came back. Jake Browning. The Bengals actually have not been too bad without Joe Burrow.
Correct.
Jake Browning, who I had never heard of, he's done a decent job. They won in overtime.
Apparently, he was playing for Minnesota a couple years ago as a backup, and then he got removed. And this was a revenge game for him, and he got the win. So that smarts for Vikings fans.
5 quarters.
We were up by 2 touchdowns at the half.
And Jamar Chase got hurt in that game, but so did JJ, right?
Jefferson, no.
He did not get hurt.
No, he played great. But Addison had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So he played great, too. I mean, it's not like we didn't – I looked at the stats. They were pretty even. So it wasn't an awful game. Just a lot of turnovers by Mullins.
So
he's not
what
my
is the
quarterback.
Vikings record?
So, well, they're 50. They're 500 right now.
7-7 then?
Yeah. So
Are you going to pull that shit again?
They're still probably going to – the Lions will probably win the division. They beat the Broncos 42-17. I don't think anybody expected that because the Broncos
have been playing well.
Better,
the Broncos did get like their ass beat by the Dolphins though in like the week.
They did, but that was
Sean Payton was not nice to Russell Wilson in the third quarter. I saw him yelling at him.
Probably.
Probably.
The Colts beat the Steelers 30-13.
That was surprising. Actually,
it's pretty cool because it was
that hit too.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see the hit?
No.
The shoulder to head hit?
Ooh.
I didn't.
The wide receiver?
I'll
pull it up while you're talking.
He folds in a weird way.
Gardner Minshew, they were talking about one of the announcers, I think the one from the sideline, said that in the offseason, Gardner Minshew lives in a van in Naples, Florida, and lives on the beach. Voluntarily. He has a big van, and he trains out there, and he plays pickleball.
Living the life,
old
man.
women, yeah. Just kind of hippie
living the
style, I
life,
guess.
huh.
But I thought guy makes good money. He's a backup quarterback, but he's starting right now, and he's making decent money. And he chooses to live in a van down by the ocean.
By the river?
No, by the ocean.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was really funny and pretty cool.
Okay, so this is on Twitter. I'm gonna try to not play audio through here. You might hear it.
You know, I
You
can
won't
write
hear it on. Yeah, you're good.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna show it on
it's
YouTube.
Pittman.
We get flagged.
That's why
for it.
he went out.
Oh, he's actually ejected for the entire season.
Look at that.
Who was that?
Some
Pittman got hit. Who was the hitter?
23. I can't.
It's
You
not-
can't really read the name
I
on
don't
Twitter.
think
It's
it
bad.
was Minka Fitzpatrick. He's 39.
But that hit,
Ugh.
bro.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a immediate concussion.
Ugh.
I think it says right here.
No, it doesn't.
No. Okay. Sorry. Either
Anyway,
way, back to
Colts won that game, and they're kind of a surprise because, like I said, their backup quarterback is starting. So
he's doing work.
Dolphins killed the Jets 30-0.
Yeah,
Jets,
figured that was
man.
going to happen.
Good job,
Well, no Tyreek Hill, so they had Waddle, and Waddle did just fine.
Didn't matter. Yeah, they killed
And
him.
Mostert, I think, has the most. He has like 20 touchdowns
20
or
rushing
something.
touchdowns this year.
That's my running back on fantasy,
I
and
have
he
him
didn't
too.
carry me anywhere.
Texans beat the Titans in OT. The Titans are not very good. I don't know if Mike Vrabel makes it another year. The Texans are the surprise with C.J. Stroud. And they have their head coach is D'Amico Ryans, who was the defensive coordinator for San Francisco the last few years. So they're a surprise.
Didn't the Panthers fire their coach? Or
They did, but I thought that was last year.
They fired somebody just now.
There was somebody they just fired.
Well, that's probably true.
Probably one of their coordinators. The Eagles got rid of their freaking defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Mid-season.
Yeah.
And they're leading.
When there's a fire before the end of the season, it's like a scapegoat. It's like, this is why we're not doing well.
I wish Minnesota did that last year. Had we had a better defensive coordinator,
Oh, man, that would have been.
could you
It would
imagine
have been a
the
perfect
defense
team.
we have this season?
Yep.
Last season.
Would have been perfect.
Perfect.
The Bucks beat the Packers, as we said, with Baker with a perfect passer rating at Lambeau.
That's crazy.
The Saints beat the Giants. The Giants came off a big win against Green Bay last week, and so
But their backup got hit.
Tommy DeVito. Yeah.
Yeah. And now there's cracks going on about his agent because his agent was wearing like a gangster suit
he
last
was
week.
up in the stands with his parents, and it got
And-
annoying because they were putting the camera on him like
Yeah.
every other play.
Everyone's been very attached to the family members at the games.
Yeah. That's
I
weird.
mean, speaking of, you're probably going to do the next game that I think you're going to do, right?
Well, I don't know. I got
Oh.
Falcons Panthers next.
I thought it was
No.
going to be Patriots Chiefs.
Oh, we'll get to that. That had to be a boring game. It was 9-7.
Dude, the Falcons, they're not good.
They're
man.
not good either.
Nah.
Very bad. The Browns beat the Bears in a crazy last
Whoa,
Hail
yeah.
Mary.
Go Browns.
The Bears caught it and he fell down and it was in his gut and it bounced up and the Browns grabbed it. So
Yeah. Lucky Browns,
Browns.
they are going to the wild card round. I
I
swear.
know.
Good for
now
them.
we're at it, Josh.
With Flacco.
With
who was
Flacco,
who was
who's
just about to be
old.
an announcer. He was actually on the card to be like Greg Olson
Yeah.
and them like actually as one of those people. But now he's playing the
now
field.
he's like an emergency.
He's like their fifth string.
Well, they actually showed it. He's the fourth quarterback to play for the Browns this year.
Yeah.
Whereas,
I have a list that I'm going to go down, by the way, of
Okay.
all the teams that are running backups.
Chiefs beat the Patriots 27-17. Now I
Yeah.
don't know what happened in this game, but apparently there was a big deal or something.
Mahomes is a bitch,
He's
dude.
a
Well,
big
after
ass
last week,
That was last week.
I got
though.
really annoyed with him. So
Oh.
the whole offside thing with Kadarius Toney.
Oh, yeah.
They were upset because they didn't get a warning, and he's clearly offside. And I
Yeah.
didn't understand even Andy Reid, who is not known as an outspoken,
He got
woe is
penalized,
me,
I know.
didn't he?
Even he was.
He got
this is
fined.
unfair kind of
Pissy.
thing. I'm like, what are they complaining about? He's
They're two-time Super Bowl
clearly
champions.
clearly offside.
And
And Mahomes, that quarterback show really turned I did a 180 on Mahomes.
I did a
not
180
like
on
him.
Cousins. And
like, really
I
like
I
it?
know.
that's the two. Like
Yeah.
I did a flip on that. I was like, oh, I don't like Mahomes' attitude, but I love Kirk Cousins' attitude. I miss him so
Mahomes
much.
is a generational talent, and it will be cool to watch his career. As you know, people our age were able to see Brady's career and Manning's career, but I have no desire to see the Chiefs win ever.
Nah, he's got to lose that
Especially
attitude.
now with they've had success. So
I think they're gonna lose in the playoffs
think
against
they
at
will,
least the Ravens.
Ravens are very good.
Yes, they are.
Niners killed the Cardinals 45-29. The Niners are the best team in the league.
Yes,
The Rams beat the Commanders. I was thinking about the Rams today.
the Rams are
I
doing
have
work.
not seen one Rams game this year because they have not been on primetime. Like,
Okay,
at all. You
well-
know, I'm like, I haven't seen Stafford throw the ball once this
Well,
year.
it's
It's
'cause
because
Stafford is
never
garbage
on TV, and he's
right
hurt a
now.
lot.
He's hurt. Yeah, he's hurt. I think they had him on backup recently.
It's
Actually,
probably.
he's not on my list.
And here's the two surprises. The Bills killed the Cowboys,
Yeah, that was a surprise.
and the reason why it's a big deal is because the Cowboys are really good at home and really bad on the road. Yet everybody they play at home is a losing team.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not, well, I can't remember the exact statistics. I think even if they went out and the Eagles went out, or even if the Eagles lose out, and I might have this wrong, they still won't win the division. And Philly has already beat Dallas.
That's because
So,
San Francisco beat him.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was crazy though is Minnesota beat San Francisco. That's why we're in the hunt right now.
Yeah.
Still, that's the
Yeah.
only reason.
San Francisco had those 3 losses in a row
Yeah.
earlier in the year, but Dallas, so they can't really count on a home playoff game. So
No.
they may be a first round exit. We'll see. When Dak is bad, he's really bad, and when he's good, he's really good. So his range is massive.
Yeah.
And then last night, the Ravens beat the Jaguars, and what's interesting about this is that a couple weeks ago, the Jaguars had a chance at being the number 1 seed,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
they just
They have not held
Yeah.
it together.
no. And
Their kicker's
they-
bad.
he is. They stink, and Lamar Jackson is pretty good. So
Yeah.
that rounds it off. And then tonight is Eagles at the Seahawks,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw on Jalen Hurts has been sick or something.
Yeah,
so
he might not be
he
playing.
may not play.
Yeah. Dude, Trevor Lawrence, once I saw that meme that I sent of like what he
Yeah,
looks
he
like in
looks funny. He's got a
comparison,
big nose.
he's just got a long face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a horse.
Man. Okay, so what I was going to mention about quarterbacks. So there is, I got this list last week, so this might not be current, but 16 teams used backup
Which is more than
quarterbacks as
half.
starters. Yeah. So starting off, first of all,
Yeah,
was the
that's
first
exactly
one was
half.
the Jets. I mean, we knew that.
Yep.
But
That was
But
week
Rodgers
1.
might be back soon.
He's medically cleared to play, but
Yeah.
I don't see how.
I don't
it's
think
worth
he
it.
should, but that's
If he
fine.
wants to play next year, then just
I think
forget about
it's
playing this
Rodgers,
year.
and he feels like he's got something to prove.
He's
And
got
he'll
a
probably
stance.
go out
I
and
don't
play
know.
a game
Sure.
to show,
Well-
like, oh my god, I tore
And-
my Achilles, and in the same
Hold on.
season
if
I
he's
got on
cleared
the
to
field.
play, and after that shutout, could you imagine him coming back next
if
3 games?
they have a chance at the playoffs, I could see him wanting to do it.
And they
if
don't.
that's out, then there's no
There's no
reason.
reason.
Do
to
they
do it.
have a chance? They do have a chance, but they're not
They're
officially
probably in the hunt, but they may not be mathematically
Yeah.
eliminated.
Yeah.
But that it would take not only them winning, but it would take other teams losing,
Yeah.
and that's really hard to do.
The Colts lost theirs
Mm-hmm.
pretty quickly. Cleveland Browns, we've listed those. The Giants, the Vikings, the Cardinals, they lost Murray, then he came back. The Bengals, the Bears, they had Fields gone, now he's back with
Mhm.
Tangent. The Titans, the Raiders. The Raiders benched Garoppolo, so that's what was going on there. The Steelers have flopped their quarterbacks a lot, so it's hard to say who their actual starter was or
supposed
is.
to be Pickett.
They go to Trubisky, and
and Trubisky.
yeah, they flop around. The Panthers, they're just terrible, so they've ran their backup before and switched. The Rams, the Seahawks have had a quarterback switch, but they're back with their regular Geno Smith. The Chargers, when Herbert is gone now, and the Texans, Stroud went out for a little bit too.
Mhm.
And now the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence is on concussion protocol.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
got that notification today too. So that's kind of crazy.
Season of the backups.
And Minnesota's ran with four different quarterbacks this season, and I don't like who they started this week.
Cousins, Dobbs,
Mullins,
Mullins and
Hall.
Hall, I don't know.
Hall is the rookie, and he
Okay.
did one drive
Actually-
against the Falcons, and we got into the red zone on like the 3-yard line, and he went out in concussion.
and then he went out
And
and kicked
that was-
because
that was
he
when-
was stupid.
That was when Dobbs went.
He was
in,
stupid. He
and we
ran
won.
for it.
and we won against the Falcons, which is one of the most emotional games as a Vikings fan this season ever.
Yeah.
So it was a win that was like
Shouldn't
it
have
just felt
happened.
good. It felt good, and then we beat the Saints the next week,
Mm-hmm.
and then we haven't.
And
But
then
we haven't
what
been
I
closing
thought-
out well.
And then what I thought was gonna happen happened.
Oh, we beat the Raiders 3-0 at least.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
that
what does that
game-
show to the Raiders?
That game doesn't even.
But what
freaking-
does that
no.
show to the Raiders with their offense versus our defense? Let's just say that we're running with a low cadence quarterback for this game, and we switched our quarterback to Mullins for that game. So I'm just saying, like, the Raiders had a good defense against them. I'm saying that, like, we played well as defense is great for as a Vikings.
I
fan.
know it was just the world's
So.
most boring football game in the world.
Really
so.
was. But that's all I've got to say about that. Fantasy, you and I are both out of playoff contention. We're finishing the week at 6 and 9.
You're beating me right now, Alex.
Yeah,
I
she's beating
I made
everybody.
the playoffs in my other league.
Yeah,
I finished with 9-5 record
that's good.
because our playoffs started this week,
Okay.
and I'm gonna lose to a guy who finished 6-8, and I am not happy about that. It's because McCaffrey got like 3 touchdowns, and I have Debo and Brandon Ayuk who
Mhm.
got nothing. You know, they didn't get any touchdowns. They got receiving yards. Nor did Kittle. I have all 3 of them, and McCaffrey got all the scores.
Oh my God.
I'm like, ugh, of all the weeks
Yep.
to not get the ball to the other 3, it had to be this week. So
Football's been in shambles, but we're getting over it.
I haven't watched 1 second of the red zone this year.
No.
That hurts.
Oh well,
that's
apparently the host had a fire alarm go off in the building a couple weeks ago, and he
Really?
just stayed and sat through it. He's like, "I'm staying." The alarm is going off in the background, and he's just
Football matters.
yeah, yeah.
Football is life.
Yeah. So next we got playing and watching. Now you've probably had a whole plethora of
Well,
zero time,
yeah, I've played a little bit, but I've played very little new stuff.
new stuff. No, what are you playing now?
So actually, right now, I went back to Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Yeah.
Designed my own park better than I did the first time.
Okay.
And then God of War Ragnarok just dropped DLC, and I
Yeah.
started that the other night, and I'm gonna get more.
How
into
is
that.
God of War Ragnarok? No one's talked to me about that.
It's fine. It's really good. It's long. Like I was surprised how long it was.
Yeah.
It's just the Norse mythology is just not my thing. I enjoyed
Huh.
Kratos much better in the Greek mythology. So
They've really transitioned him over then, huh,
Yeah.
to that. Oh
Yeah.
boy. So it's going to be more just like
But I believe the developer did say that this is not a trilogy. This is it for the Norse mythology. So
really.
it's going to be a long time before another God of War game. And
Okay.
Who knows what they're going to do now?
Well, they have all the assets made. It's not like they have to rebuild a whole
Right.
lot. I mean, unless the engine changes.
The combat system is fantastic.
Mhm.
There were a few places in Ragnarok where you play as his son, which I found really annoying. Where you didn't have that in the first one, and if it were 1 or 2 segments, fine, but it was like minimum 3, and I'm like, I am tired of playing as this kid.
Wow. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Have you played any of the Super Mega Baseball?
Yes. So when you posted game of the year, I'm like, did I play anything new this year?
Yeah.
Like, well, it's got to be Super Mega Baseball. 'Cause
There's
that's what I
4
played
came
new.
out, right?
4 came out. Yep.
Yeah. Is it good?
I didn't like it at first.
Okay.
And I just thought they went a weird direction with the art.
Mhm.
And then I loaded up 3 again, and I'm like, why does this look so weird? I'm like, I guess I really like 4. So
That
I'm
was
having
Alex with
fun with
Halo
4.
Reach in 3.
Yeah.
We were playing Halo Reach beta back in like when it was doing the beta form, and then we switched back over to 3 because the beta was over, and Alex was upset.
I was.
She's
Uh-huh.
like, "Man, I like the way Reach was." But we had to go back to Halo 3, and it was like the combat was
Yeah.
just different.
I've
you know?
sent videos about
Oh yeah, you
4, right?
pitcher getting hit and everything.
Like right
I don't know
in-
if it was
right in
4.
the
I know
nuts.
3 you've sent recently, or not recently, but this year.
I'm sure I sent some 4.
As far as for me playing Warzone, playing the new Warzone map and the new season, along with Fortnite, got a few wins. And when we plug our Twitch stream, we're gonna have a couple of clips to show. I'm loving Lego Fortnite. So
I saw a commercial for that right before I came over.
you would like it. You would like it. It's free.
Yeah.
It's free. So if I were you, download Fortnite, check it out. It's
Okay.
There's a Fortnite Lego playlist, and it's a survival mode. You can build whatever, get resources. It's great. It's fun. I could see you enjoying it if you like just to lay back. You can co-op with 4 people, I believe. Actually, I think 7 or 8 people. I'm not certain how many people can be in a world at a time, but I know at least 4. I've only been played alone though, because it's just a peaceful environment and just go and collect resources, build a house, and get people other NPCs to live there, and they gather resources for you and stuff. It's fun. I enjoy it. But there's no actual major combat to it. So, and you're not facing other people in the world. So it's not like you're dropping in battle royale mode. It's its own Lego world. So it's really fun. And then also been playing Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Been playing that on the off stream, and I enjoy it a lot more than I thought I would, actually. Like, I remember when I first saw it, and I was like, man, this is weird. You get this flower.
I remember when you got it, you were hesitant on saying it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it now. I'm understanding the method to making, like, there's a special world like in Super Mario World, and there's different it's an open area like Super Mario 3D World where you can go to different worlds if you want to. You don't have to go in an order, specific order and stuff. But I played some really challenging worlds lately that I about threw my controller. It was rough. Bought a Pro controller.
Yeah, you told me you did.
So
Necessary.
yeah,
Only took you 7 years to do it.
I know.
6 years, I guess.
I love it too.
Well, it was a birthday present.
Yeah, my parents technically bought it for me. So
There you go.
yeah, it's I'm happy I got it. And after watching this TikTok of this one podcast, I think they're a podcast, they did like the top 10 most comfortable or best controllers of all time, and the Switch Pro controllers on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now I have to get it.
So Ashley has the Switch.
Yeah.
And she always uses the Joy-Cons on the given mold.
Yeah.
And then I got the Pro for Mario Kart, and so she started using the Pro for Zelda. So it's so much better than the Joy-Cons.
Oh yeah, I also went back to Mario Kart and played all of the
new maps.
The new maps,
Did
every
you
single
have
one.
to buy those, or did you get those automatically with the last booster map pack?
They're all in there for free. Okay. Yeah, there's 96 tracks, dude.
Wow.
I'm ready for them to just do Mario Kart.
New Mario Kart. It's gonna be on the next. You know, it's gonna be on the next console.
Yeah. Now that I bought this Pro controller, they're gonna announce a new console, and it's gonna come out this fall.
Fall of 24. Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Oh my God.
They'll finally. Wait, are they did the Switch? Is that in 4K finally?
No.
It's not in 4K.
No.
They'll be 4K.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Alex, you playing anything? You've been awfully quiet.
I picked up Pokemon Snap again for like the 5th time in my life and beat it in 2 days. 2 days meaning like 4 hours.
Did you use the Pro controller for that, or did you use just the regular Switch?
I just used the regular Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried the Pro controller yet?
No.
It's like an Xbox.
But I could probably go through and beat the game again and try it with the Pro controller.
I'm wanting to get someday the Steam Deck OLED.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And
Is that the one
Jake's got
has?
the regular.
He's
got the first one.
Okay.
the OLED, they kind of redesigned it, made it a little more.
They did it quickly
efficient,
too.
Yeah.
Really
It's-
fast.
It's as far as performance, it does nothing new, but the battery's a little bit better
Mhm.
and the screen's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Watch anything?
No, and
No.
I especially with my limited time, I just always go back to whatever's familiar.
Well, we watched Die Hard 1 in theaters with you.
Yeah, we did do that.
Bro, I can't do that theater.
I know it's
Those seats are bad. I'm so
would've-
used to my couch now.
For Die Hard, I would have even gone to Regal.
Really?
They weren't playing it.
Oh, are you not liking those seats?
It's not that I had an issue with the seats. It was Die Hard. I know like the back of my hand, so I don't have to be kind of up
Squished in a
and
seat.
focused, so I
Yeah.
can relax. But
It's the pressure points.
I totally get it. They're not hugely comfortable by any stretch.
The IMAX ones are better though.
Yeah,
but they're just softer, I guess. I don't know, but I mean, it's not like I'm not ever gonna go back to that theater again, but I am spoiled with either a recliner or whatever. I mean, watching from home. Speaking of watching from home, the new Hunger Games movie that just came out last month is going to be available for digital tomorrow for premium, rental or buy or whatever. But still,
It's probably because nobody went
what?
to
No,
the theater.
they made $300 million in the box office. They're doing just fine.
All right. Never mind.
So it's doing just fine. And on top of that, since we saw Die Hard 1, Alex, I said to her, I was like, now I'm addicted. I want to watch 2. And then,
Alex wanted
I
to.
said that.
Liar.
Even Brett said it.
I don't remember how. I remember you saying in the group chat that Alex wanted to watch them because you've only seen 2 once or haven't even seen the whole thing.
I never saw like
Alex
I've
never really
seen
sat
2
through them.
multiple times, but I've never actually in my life sat through from start to finish. So I could never actually tell you what it was about. It was just I either caught the end or I caught the middle or I caught the beginning or I was either in and out of the room or I was sleeping and
Well, with Alex's new job, she has now got the mentality to sit through
yeah,
movies.
now I can actually sit through a movie without falling asleep.
She can watch a full football game.
I can watch a full football game.
Nice.
So she doesn't need to sleep all the time anymore.
I mean, I still get my.
We still do.
I
Yeah,
still
don't get me wrong. If we weren't podcasting, we probably would have taken a nap today. Because
I'm not. I'm totally with you on that one. Like it's weird to like tell people like when you work from home, it's like it feels wrong being like, oh my god, I had a hard day at work, but like it's a different type of stress.
I don't know why you have to
seriously am
justify
like,
it.
well, because I worked in like a very physical and mentally challenging job for 17 years to sitting in front of a TV screen. Basically,
It's a little different. It's a different stress.
It's a lot different, but like. In my interview, they specifically said, like, how do you handle stress and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, and I was like, oh, my stress is this and this. It's a typical technician stress. Like, everybody goes through it. And they're like, well, this is a different kind of stress. You'll understand when you do it. And honestly, people don't understand it until they actually sit behind a computer from doing a physical job and going, oh my God, I'm not used to staring at a screen and my head hurting. And I know it sounds horrible. Like, for me, it sounds horrible to complain about, but it's a different type of stress.
Yeah. So, first of all, want to say we're not ignoring the chat. There are people in YouTube saying welcome back, Brett, with hearts, and there's a lot of people saying they're really excited that you're on. What
There you go, Patrick. Are you happy?
What was the problem? What did he say?
I don't
He
know.
just said, can someone get that man a mic holder?
No, that was my choice to just hold it.
We were trying to figure out a way we could balance a boom.
I don't know.
It
I don't know.
Didn't you used to hold the mic first?
Alex has.
For the longest time, yeah. We could have put the boom on mine and then had it like swing around to you.
But you climbed into that chair like you were Spider-Man.
Yeah, you did. You
Hey,
could have
and I was able to do it, so I'm happy. Let's see you do it.
You're still youthful.
I
Alex,
would
you
have
got
probably
it.
knocked over the chair and the desk.
So, also with watching, Alex and I have gone back to watching a few of the Christmas classics. We watched The Santa Claus and Home Alone. And even though I enjoy The Santa Claus, it's still never 100% without the 1-800-SPANK ME scene.
Nope.
And you'll never see it on digital.
Really?
They've removed it.
It's gone. Yeah.
It's gone. I mean, I am really sad.
He even asked, he's like, does your mom own this? Is it in the basement? I'm like, most likely, yes. But I think we have it on VHS.
My parents have it on VHS.
Yeah.
And
I don't think
it will
we had
have
it on
the
DVD.
original where he opens up the phone book and stuff.
1-800-SPANK ME.
Like,
I know
it's
that
still
number.
not alone. It's still not like, I mean, it's still not like I'm not gonna be able
You know
to
what?
enjoy
I'm
the movie
still
without it.
like
I don't know
after
why.
the millionth time watching that movie, I'm still picking up some of the like adult jokes, like with
Well, the opening Christmas party is
Oh,
dirty
the Christmas
as
party
hell.
thing where he's like, we could be with our families or something. He talks about the secretary sitting on his lap. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I've ever caught that before. He's like, isn't that right? His secretary is sitting on his lap over there. And he's like,
And then we watched Home Alone. And actually noticing it a little bit even more as an adult, like watching I found out actually what Kevin's dad actually does. They said it in the novelization of the Home Alone book. He is a day trader, and his mom is a fashion artist,
I'm gonna say,
fashion
doesn't
designer.
she sew or something?
She's a fashion designer.
Yeah.
So that's how they have that money. Yeah, sure.
But he's also
I'm still
he's
on
also
that
a head
mob.
like a kingpin too.
I still think he's a kingpin. Yeah, I
Yep.
still think so. But that's it for playing and watching for us. I mean, unless you have anything else as far as that goes. We didn't get officially to the full movie of Lost in Translation. Brett didn't watch it.
I almost watched the wrong movie.
He almost watched, what was it?
Analyze This.
Analyze This.
Isn't there two?
There's two, yes.
Analyze This and Analyze That.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Bruce Willis can't do it now, so very sad.
That's very sad.
And Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
They're both in it.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's oh boy. Without going into anything else, we should do the trivia that I
was gonna say, I think
since
we should
we've
do
talked
trivia.
about Die Hard.
Yeah.
I came up with questions for you guys to actually answer, and I think
Everybody in the chat on YouTube right now can play along too if you're a Die Hard
there is a
fan.
delay though.
Yeah, but they can still play along.
Yeah. This is between the 1 through 3, so just because all of us have watched it recently. There are 6 questions for the first one, 4 questions for the second, 2 questions for the third, and I also have a bonus.
I might be able to do follow-up trivia too to these questions.
Okay.
Just sitting here.
Okay. So now these might be a little tough, and you have to kind of pay attention to some of the things, but I have watched some insider videos and stuff on this, and I was like, okay, I didn't know some of this stuff, and here we go. Starting with the first question. What is the specific job title of John McClane's wife, Holly, at Nakatomi Corporation?
It's on her door.
It is.
It is on her door.
You see it, like, clear.
I don't know. Is the word corporate in it?
No.
Is international in it?
No.
Is development in it?
No.
I don't know then. Senior something.
She's vice president of Nakatomi.
Okay.
Is she really?
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be right because she's like
She's got the office right there.
No, not just that.
Oh.
Because remember, he's like, "Who put you in charge? You did when you killed my boss."
Yeah. What idiot put you in charge?
We're stupid.
No, we're not stupid.
When one of the terrorists gets set up to defend the first floor of the building, he's stationed at a counter with candy.
Crunch bar.
Yeah.
Oh, where he reaches in.
He
and
actually
grabs
eats another one.
Butterfinger.
Is it a Mars?
It's a raisinette.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. And actually, that actor requested to do that so he could be in the movie longer.
I remember that. I remember that.
Because he was like, I want to do more things so people notice me, so I'm in longer and stuff.
That's hilarious.
What objects get dropped down the elevator shaft with a pack of C4 John uses to put a stop to the assault on the injured
I know
police?
that.
A chair and a computer.
Well,
A computer monitor.
it's a monitor.
Yeah.
PC monitor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Which I don't know, back then they could have been that was just the monitor back then.
Yeah.
But they did put them in together
Yeah,
eventually.
he
They did
wraps
bundle
it
those.
Wraps it
and
around
drops
the
it.
cord.
Yep.
Look, I got one.
Of the 13
Sorry, I took that one from
No,
him.
I was going to let you answer because I knew it.
Oh,
So.
I figured.
you guys might not know this one. Of the 13 terrorists, only 2 survive
Oh, boy.
John McClane's revenge tour. Can you name them?
This is the first movie?
Yeah, there are 2 surviving terrorists.
I will say Oli is one of them.
No.
No? Okay.
Does
Fritz. I'll say Fritz.
the guy The guy just got knocked out. He didn't die. The computer guy, the hacker.
What's his name?
I don't know his name,
Theo.
but
Theo.
he got just punched.
Yep.
Argyle punched him.
Now, fun fact about that: the actor was actually punched by Argyle because no fake take looked real enough.
Really?
So he had to punch him.
Old Clarence, that's Clarence Gilliard Jr. He took the punch.
Yep. And the other one you might not notice, but
is
there's
he the one that he hits and spills all the bonds? Is it that
yes.
guy? I can't remember
his name is Christoph.
Christoph. Okay.
The guy in the mailroom.
Yeah.
At
the guy
end,
at the desk.
he hits with the butt of the gun.
The guy at the desk gets shot in the head with his last bullet.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Eddie, I believe, was his name.
After first shooting.
I have a follow-up question.
Go ahead.
What war does older Agent Johnson reference while flying in the helicopter?
Oh, Saigon.
Yeah, which is part of the
Vietnam.
Correct.
How's the 5th grade, dickhead?
I was in junior high. Dickhead.
Oh, that part. Okay.
Yeehaw! It's like Saigon.
That's right.
All right. The first movie is based off of a book. Can you name the title?
I've heard it 100 times, but I never can remember.
Nothing Lasts Forever.
I should read that book.
Technically, now this is what's weird. Technically, this movie is a sequel to a movie that came out in the 50s starring Frank Sinatra.
This was all in that Movies That Made Us, wasn't it?
I didn't get it from that, but I got it from someone else. But it might have been in that. And so they had to actually ask him if he wanted to reprise the role of John McClane because he's
in
technically
the 80s he was
a detective.
Old.
Yeah, he was really old. He said he thankfully turned it down. All right. Pacific Courier is used as a transport for the terrorists at the beginning. What other movie does this company play a major role in the plot?
Pacific Courier?
Yes.
I don't know.
Speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the plane that blows the bus up.
Yep.
Says Pacific Courier on the plane side.
Okay.
Yep. Now, one thing that you might not notice about the movie in the beginning of the first Die Hard is when they open up the trailer, when they get there, there's no ambulance inside that trailer because the script wasn't officially written when they started shooting 100%. So they didn't know how the movie was going to end.
That's right. It's not in there. Yep.
Oh.
The ambulance was it wasn't written in the script until later on. So they didn't reshoot the scene. All right. Moving on to the second movie. The second movie is also based off of a book. You probably can't name it, though.
Nope.
It's called 58 Minutes.
No.
How many grenades do the soldiers throw into the cockpit McClane is sealed in?
Oh my god, I love
this
this
is
scene.
the funniest fucking scene in the movie. Alex and I parodied it.
It's got to be close to 10 because they just keep falling.
Yeah, okay. So the answer is 3 each, and there are 4 terrorists.
Oh, wow.
12?
12 grenades
Those
are
were
tossed.
the longest fuses ever.
I know.
John, so the reason why I love this scene is because, for one, again, let me re-say this. I've never watched this movie from start to finish until just now. And that scene is like the most horrible acting scene in the whole fucking movie because you just he's down at the bottom and all you see is
so he has to get up, strap himself in, eject.
And then he's doing
So
Alex, how's that go again?
What I laugh about is when he's at the top, he goes, "Oh shit!" and before the chute opens. I always laugh at that part.
It is real. Yeah, he's oh shit.
Oh shit! And where's the fucking door?
my
And
God. I actually was laughing so hard at that. We had to go back and watch that part again.
Bruce Willis had to actually he got a free range of ad-libbing and free, like he could say whatever on scenes. That's why there's so many one-liners in the second movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they're so dumb. They're so cheesy.
I will say the acting is by far of the trilogy.
2's bad.
2's the worst.
2's horrible.
That Barnes in 2 is really bad.
He's awful. Yeah, he's really bad.
Not too good.
The original director did not return for 2, but
you can
did
tell
for 3.
But you can tell the director did 1 and 3.
John McTiernan.
Yep. How far away is Holly supposed to stay away from Thornburg
180
due to
feet.
her assault on him at the end of the first film? No.
50 yards.
50 yards.
Why did I think 180 feet?
Oh, 50 times 3. Actually, you're right.
150.
Wait, no. Wait, hold on a second. 50? That's
50
150
yards
feet.
is
Okay,
150 feet.
150 feet. Sorry.
Maybe that's, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. I thought I just remember her saying 180.
Well, the first answer was 50 feet, and he says 50 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
The general is from Valverde, a fictitious country, also used in what other film?
Commando.
Yes. Alex wouldn't have guessed
Yep,
that one.
you got that one.
All right. Die Hard with a Vengeance is the first and only movie in the series where two story elements are missing or different. I can give you a hint for one if you would like.
Well, Holly probably is one, right? I mean, she's not in it.
There are no McClanes in the plot.
Bonnie Bonilla was.
No McClanes at all in the plot.
Right. I mean, she's referenced though.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Then there's one other thing.
No, they talked about Nakatomi. I don't know.
This is the first and only movie where he's in his jurisdiction.
Oh, that's right. That's true. Yeah.
Everywhere else he's visiting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yep. This is the first and only time where he's actually under his boss. So,
Yeah.
where was the bomb originally found that McClane lied to Samuel L. Jackson's character Zeus?
Chinatown.
And he said it was
it's
in?
in Harlem.
Okay.
Harlem.
Those are all the questions I have. I have a bonus.
Okay.
There was another film that was meant to be a Die Hard sequel.
This is from that thing you sent me, right?
I think so. What movie?
Speed 2.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And the actual name for Speed 2 it was going to be called was Troubleshooter.
I'm glad they didn't name it that.
Well, I mean, it's a nerdy guy, hacker guy
I
getting
guess, yeah.
troubleshooter. So that's
I have a
my trivia.
bonus question.
Go ahead.
So you have a 3-gallon jug and a 5.
Okay, really? We know how it's done. We know how it's done.
Josh and I had to figure it out. And you were like, you pour this and this.
Okay, hold on. Let me think about it again. So you fill up the 3, pour the 3 and the 5.
That's 3.
No. You fill up the 5, pour the 5
5
into the 3.
3, which
That
means
leaves
there's 2 left.
2 left
2
in the
gallons
5.
left
in the 5.
so
So you dump that out.
No, you dump it into the 3.
Yeah. You dump the
Yeah,
3
you
out
dump-
now.
You have to dump the 3 out.
Yeah. Then you put the 2
Then
in the
put
3.
the 2 in the
Yes.
3.
And then what?
And then
I'm trying to remember how where you go from there. I remember how it's done.
It's
I've-
not explained real well in the script.
No, but I do remember
but
how
we
it's
have
done.
2 gallons
Pick it
now.
up halfway in it. So
And then
exactly 4 gallons in the.
then you pour it back into the 5, fill the 3 up, and you no, that's 5 altogether.
That's
How do we
5
do it?
altogether.
How'd you do it? How do we do it? How do we do it? Frick.
For real though.
You fill up the 5, and then you pour the 5 into the 3. You'll leave you 4 in the 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there's 2 in the 3,
There's
so
2 in
and
the
then you
3.
fill the 5 back up, and you pour the 5 into the 3, so there's 4 left and 3 left.
So
4.
4 will be in the
Oh.
5 and 3 will be in the 3.
Yeah.
That sounds done.
Very
Look!
good. Well done.
Yes.
I mean, I
And
could
you just-
probably
you
come
just
up
solved
with
the bomb.
more if you wanted me to try.
Yeah. I mean, there was some that I was like, oh, this is dumb, or oh, everyone's gonna get that. I mean, there's not. I mean, a lot of the movie has probably already been trivia to death. I mean, or you've already seen all the facts that are out there. So me finding these was hard enough.
Sure.
It was actually good trivia.
Yeah, some of it you could get, some of it not. We got a few other things we can get to. I don't know where we're sitting at time. How long we've been going at?
An hour.
Okay.
Just
Um,
about an hour.
We can get to the fan question, then we got to do our 2023.
Well, hold on.
year
How much
review.
nerd news do you have? 'Cause
Just a
I-
couple items.
I have one thing that I want to
Go ahead.
bring up.
Good.
Yeah.
So, in my absence, Grand Theft Auto 6 was announced.
Yeah.
And so we're at
And we never mentioned
in
that on
the
the show.
event that it comes out when it says that it does.
Yeah.
That's 12 years.
12 years
12
of development.
between, which means that we will not see in the next Grand Theft Auto game until we are senior citizens.
You mean 7?
They've actually been
Correct.
working on 7 for all that we know. So
No, they're not. They're not doing that at all.
We don't
Because-
know. We don't know.
because after Grand Theft Auto, there will be Red Dead,
Yep.
whatever,
Yep. Red Dead Redemption.
which automatically is going to have minimum 7-year
or
cycle.
they're going to come up with a bully sequel.
I doubt it because they're probably Take-Two's probably like, give us the stuff that sells.
Yeah.
And that is Grand Theft Auto and
Bully
Red Dead.
might, though.
Red Dead doesn't sell nearly as much as Grand Theft Auto does.
Do you think they?
But
I think they could do a good Bully sequel.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be the biggest video game launch and seller of all time.
Not only that, it might not be $70 when you get it too. I've heard that they might actually rake up the price.
Yeah.
And I was like,
And people will
like,
People
okay,
will buy
hold
it.
on a second. If you go back into the 90s, there was no regulation of game price. Super Nintendo games cost $75.
yeah.
I saw Donkey Kong Country 2 advertised for $74.95 on a Toys R Us ad.
WWF No Mercy was $65, $64.99.
Exactly, and there was no price level that was like, this is it. But I said a Super Nintendo game, not a 64 game.
Game
even, so.
development cost has increased. Game price has not.
Right.
So
we've been given free games.
It's actually it's decreased because you wait a little bit of time. You can always get them on sale.
Yeah, you got Fortnite, Warzone, you've got Rocket League,
the
Fall Guys. Those are all free games you can play right now.
There's the free-to-play model, which was not around back.
I'm tired of the
cartridge
free-to-play
days.
model actually because it makes developers lazy.
Sure.
They're relying on a battle pass to get their funds, and that's bad. I am not paying for a Call of Duty battle pass. I've not done it since. I couldn't tell you.
Oh,
I could not tell
you. I've never done
You
it.
just bought a
I
pack
just
though.
made I actually made my second purchase ever
On Call of Duty.
on Call of Duty, but that's
Yeah.
only because like if you saw it and you
It's
know
Alex.
who I am when I stream, it's like they watched my stream and they said, "Watch, we're gonna put this here, and she's gonna buy it," and they were right. So
I will be 40 years old when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out.
You will be, yeah.
I will not see a Grand Theft Auto 7 until I'm in my 50s.
you think 50 is a senior citizen?
Close. By the time you
55 is
By the
official.
time you hit 60, yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So
I think of
here's-
senior citizens as like 75 and above.
No.
Here's the thing about Grand Theft Auto 6, though. They did this development, and it looks good. They're doing it right.
I'm not begrudging the process, you know.
It took them this long, though, and they had Red
Well,
Dead Redemption 2
Plus,
and remasters.
their budget was like
Yeah, they did a lot of
300
on-site
million,
budget,
I think
dude.
I read estimated budget is like 300 million.
They're
They're gonna make $1 billion the first day, so
They're not scared of this game being too much either. I mean, even if it's over, okay, I can see them doing like no, it's not going to come out last gen. They're not going to do cross gen bundles. They're not even doing PC on launch. They're
Right.
doing PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. They're
Yep.
lucky they're doing S.
Yeah.
Jake's not very happy about that.
That they're not doing PC.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have 5 on PC for like 5 years past
Long
its
time,
its launch. So, and we didn't get multiplayer for like, I want to say, what was it, like
This is a
3
few
months?
weeks.
Was it?
Well,
It was only a few weeks.
I think so.
I don't remember.
Oh, I remember when it launched and it was the worst.
It was bad. Yeah. Now it's unplayable. It's not unplayable, but
There's too much.
it's overwhelming. It's just
I don't know what to
complete-
focus on.
I know
Exactly.
there's a lot.
So
Anyway, that's all I had.
that's
had
okay.
to say about GTA 6.
I mean, GTA 6. We were gonna bring it up anyway because it's part of the meme that's
Year?
part of the year
Oh, yeah.
review thing.
It's
so.
going to be the day it launches is going to be a major thing. It's going to be a big,
gonna be big.
No one's gonna be
deal.
able to play because the servers are gonna crash.
They'll be prepared. They'll shut down GTA 4s and maybe even some of 5s. They'll probably shut down last gen's 5s before 6 comes out. Like
They're gonna need
360?
their own
Oh, it's gone.
satellite up
Good.
in the sky.
I'm
for
telling you, unless it already is.
GTA 6.
Uh-huh.
They probably already have one.
So the big thing that I noticed about the video game awards that happened recently was nobody rushed the stage for a GTA 6 trailer.
Yeah, and
This year.
I did read that people were upset because the actual developers got very little time on stage.
Very little. Like it
They
was
had
like
the music
30
playing
seconds.
after like less than 30 seconds. They had music playing. I'm like, shut up.
I was like,
Let
that was
these people.
so mean.
There was like 20% awards. The rest was all trailers.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is not E3.
like this is
an
called
award
Video Game
ceremony.
Awards, and you're
Exactly.
doing more time for a trailer.
And they had no interviews or whatever. And
I don't know. They're trying to turn it into E3, which I mean, that's the announcement.
That's
E3 is
dun, dun, dun.
officially
Dun, dun,
100%
dun.
gone. Which
I'm sad.
I mean, we knew it was coming. We did,
Right.
but I mean, it's just like, yesterday we were doing our E3 predictions and getting all excited. It was
Well,
like Christmas for
It
us.
was nice.
I get why though. It's
It's
these
expensive to fly your
publishers
whole squad out
do
there and
not
do.
want to spend the money on these
Yeah.
booths when they
No.
can just have their own show on the internet.
Yep.
YouTube videos and basic announcements on whatever.
Online reveals cost little.
Little to no. Like YouTube's free.
Well, in these days, I mean, GTA 5 6 got leaked.
Yeah.
I mean, these days,
yeah.
like, there's no reason to have an E3
Oh, I
because the
forgot
shit's
about
gonna
that.
get leaked anyway.
You know what? You're right. I forgot about that. I do remember them saying that they launched it because you were going to do a big thing at work. You were like, oh, it's Tuesday, and that means there's going to be people at work that are going to want to see this. So you're like, hey, meeting people, let's watch the GTA trailer
Oh
instead.
yeah.
And instead, they launched it a day early because
Yeah.
somebody internally let it out, and
It's bad.
I don't know if
Nobody
that's on
can keep their
purpose.
damn mouth shut.
It could be on purpose, so that way they get news.
Well,
Because
that too.
Rockstar is meant to make the bad news good at the same time. Like they make PR, that's their job. So 6 is gonna have something that's gonna make news. They're already upset that they've gone woke or whatever with a female protagonist. Like, shut up, they've needed it.
Yeah.
Hey, the women actually look like freaking women now.
Why not do it? They've never done it. Might as well.
Right.
Like, I'm
My
not upset
God.
Bonnie
about
and
that.
Clyde kind of situation is what we're seeing too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Fine.
I like that. I'm not gonna go over the Game Awards. I know I just mentioned that. Game of the Year was Baldur's Gate, right?
IGN's Game of the Year was.
Yeah.
No, it was Zelda.
Zelda?
IGN's Game of the Year was Zelda.
Hold on, let me go to Game of the Year Awards, freaking Wikipedia here, and make sure I get the freaking thing right. Yeah, okay, so that was weird too. That Legend of Zelda got that too.
Maybe I was just thinking that Baldur's Gate got a lot of awards.
Hold on, I watched the whole thing. Yeah, Baldur's Gate got Game of the Year. Yeah, I was right.
From the Game Awards.
Yes. Alan
is-
Wake 2 got Best Game Direction.
Every outlet's gonna have a different Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Right. I don't really pay attention to IGN much anymore. They've shattered some of their.
I don't even listen to the Xbox podcast. That
Dude, I used to
listen
love that.
Mhm.
I'll listen if they're talking. I know they're talking about something specific that I want to hear.
Right.
But if Ryan McCaffrey ever leaves, then I'll never listen to it again.
Damon Hatfield's barely holding he's the only other guy I watch too.
He's got to
that
be
goes
one of
to.
the oldest or the longest tenured guys
Is
there.
what's his name still there? Dustin.
So I think he does remote work for them or like freelance work because he lives in LA now,
Mm-hmm.
and IGN's headquarters is in San Francisco.
Okay,
So
I can see it.
he's still
okay.
on the podcast, but he
Yeah.
does live in LA.
One other thing I want to touch on for nerd news: Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remaster is coming in February. These are the first 1 through 3.
Okay.
Oh,
The
Uh,
original 1
Mm.
through 3.
are we getting
Coming-
pointy boobies?
No.
No
pointy boobies.
No, they're remastering it to look good. Let me see if I can.
But pointy boobies.
By the way, not to hijack, but
That's okay.
did you know there was, and I think you might have told me about this, the Jurassic Park remasters from
Yeah.
NES? I just saw that on the store, and did I know that? I think Josh showed me that.
And then they're also making a Jurassic Park Survival.
Survivor.
Yeah, and that looks amazing, by
I'll
the
play
way.
crap out of
And
that.
it takes place on Nublar, like right after everyone left.
93, yeah.
Or
Mhm.
during the time. I don't know if it's like when they're. It's during the hurricane.
Yeah, it is.
So it's got to be like right at the same time where you're just like one of the people that works there.
Yeah,
or
that's
something,
you're
I guess.
probably an employee.
I'm not wild about the first person aspect.
Does that get a little too much for you?
I prefer to see the character.
Okay, I
I
can see
don't.
that. If it's it depends on if you're playing what kind of narrative game you're playing too. If you want to see the character, because you played Life is Strange and that was all third person. That was great.
Well,
for
and
that.
you played Tomb Raider, which
Tomb
is
Raider's
all
third person as well.
Third person.
True.
Gears is all third person.
Fortnite's third
GTA's
person.
Third person.
Yeah,
I think it'd be scarier in first person.
it
though.
is. It is. Well, I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's, FNAF. Is,
FNAF.
in first person, and you're FNAFing all about. That's a joke. Patrick doesn't like.
He hates that
He
we
hates
say
us.
FNAF.
He hates FNAF. He thinks we're lazy. That's what they call it everywhere on the internet.
It's not
So,
what Patrick calls it.
I know. All right, so you want to get to this year in review,
Yeah.
and then we'll get to the fan question because
Yeah.
we're gonna. That's our part of the positive personal life outcome and stuff. We're gonna talk about that. So maybe we'll save that at the end.
Real
of
quick,
the-
we've got Brian in
channel.
chat that says, going back to the new or the soon to release, the Jurassic Park Survival.
Yeah.
They said you'll run into Nedry and Samuel L. Jackson's character.
Oh, sweet.
But-
I like that.
They died.
Well, it's during.
So
it.
it's got to be
Oh.
during.
So you're gonna run into Nedry probably during his run.
While he's trying to get out.
I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
when you're
When
not
he's
seeing
trying to get to
Nedry.
the east dock.
And then Samuel L.
Well-
Jackson when he's probably trying to get between the fence and the compound to turn on the thing.
Well, he
That's
went
when
to
you're
the
gonna run into
bunker.
him. What's that?
He went to the bunker.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when you're gonna do it. I think that's I guarantee that's when they're gonna do it.
Oh man, that makes me even more excited to play it. I actually want to play it.
They'll probably have Wayne
Wayne
Knight
Knight?
and Samuel Jackson voice their characters.
That'd be good.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. If you've run into anybody else, that'd be awesome too, but I doubt it. All right, so we got to talk about 2023. There's been a lot of movies, TV shows. TV shows and video games don't necessarily have to be ones that came out this year. It's just ones that you've picked up or enjoyed or whatever. They were the ones that helped you through the year. And then your video game, newsworthy notes, if there's anything throughout the news that might have come up that you might want to talk about. And then also we'll add this into our fan question, positive personal life outcome of the year. And also I've got some notable celebrity deaths to list too. I've got I'm not going to go over all of them, but I've only got some that we might actually have not known about, and some of the celebs that might actually
Brett.
hit close to home.
Don't hear your mic.
Sorry,
Did you hit your mic?
I guess.
Oh,
I
Alex
hit
is
my
doing
knuckles.
audio.
I can hear
So, Brett, you've seen a few movies in theaters this year?
So I looked at it, and I only saw 6 movies this year.
I think that's about as much as Alex and I've seen.
But I'll look at them, and I didn't love any of them.
Oh, really?
All right.
We saw Barbie, Oppenheimer, Mario. What else did we see, Alex? Is that it? Mission Impossible. I forgot
Mission
about
Impossible
Mission
was last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah, it was in November.
Okay, I'm sorry. Was it really?
Yeah. Okay, so this year I
gosh.
saw John Wick.
Okay, John Wick 4.
Super Mario,
Uh-huh.
Little Mermaid,
Okay.
Indiana Jones,
Oh, Indy. I forgot about
Haunted
Indy.
Mansion, and Die Hard.
Oh. Okay. Huh. Any of those?
So out of those, if I had to pick one, I would pick John Wick, even though I think it's the weakest of the 4.
I don't know. I think that they just the villain in
The villain
4,
they pooped on.
It's
Yeah.
way too long.
They
And it's
pooped
not
on it.
long. It's not long in a good way. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have good scenes that are.
The
drawn
action
well.
scenes are they've taken it way too far.
I just want to go back and watch 1 now.
Yeah.
Like
And
1 was simple.
1 is great.
2 is my favorite. 2 is
Yeah.
my favorite out of the.
2 ramps up just enough
Yeah.
before they go off the deep end.
Yeah.
Mission
So-
Impossible was this year, by the way.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Damn.
wonder why it's not in my.
It was this year.
Wonder why it's not in my history then.
Huh.
So yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay, Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
You know, I actually, right when the movie started, I had to pee, so I missed the whole opener. So
Which is actually was a good opener. And it was a huge
so I was
part
lost
of
the
movie.
whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know names. I didn't know where they were. I don't know what was going on. So like halfway through, I'm just like, I just wasted my money. I still haven't gone back and watched
really
it.
had to pee.
He did.
I really had to go.
Why didn't you go to pee before you went?
Oh,
into
you know
the
our
movie?
timing. in
figured he
movies.
wouldn't
The
miss
one time
anything.
we were on time and early,
It
we were
was-
sitting at the
It
theater
was for a
a
movie
half
that's
hour
30 years
before.
old.
Yeah.
That you've seen a million times.
The one we've seen 1,000 times. Rick, Alex, and I were sitting in the lobby just chatting. And we're like, we should probably just go in. Like,
Yeah.
And no one else was in there, and it was like we were so early. But anyways, your movie is Mission Impossible. Is there
Yeah.
any other ones that I didn't list that we've? What else did we see? Like I know we saw some in June, right?
Yeah, you're forgetting one that's actually on top of my list.
Okay.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
I have that as my second. Mine is the Super Mario Brothers movie.
That's probably my number one.
Mine's number 1.
Yeah.
Those are my 2. Spider-Man and Super Mario. Those
Both
animation was
animated,
great.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the new Spider-Man movies?
No.
The animated ones?
Oh,
I can
they're
never
amazing.
recommend an animated movie enough.
Yeah, I'm not usually a big fan of animated movies at all. And
1 and 2 are pretty tied together.
Two is
and
actually
3 is going to be just a perfect trilogy. I
2
think.
is actually, in my opinion, better than 1.
It is, but
Like
2,
way better.
2 has a bigger cliffhanger
Oh,
than
yeah,
I've
like
ever seen.
for somebody like besides
I
Super
just
Mario
seen it.
Brothers. Super Mario Brothers has a big cliffhanger, and that was just like because
Yoshi.
Yuji. And like I really want to like that just made me go, oh my god, I can't wait. But like Across the Spider-Verse was like, oh my god,
that ending was amazing.
Yeah, and I was like, this is an animated movie, and I'm like yelling at the TV, basically going, what? I have to wait.
So check them out if you have the opportunity.
Yeah.
I want to watch the second one again.
That and the art style,
the art style's amazing.
There's
Spider-Gwen's art is watercolor.
Yeah, the art style, everything about it.
So
the
they
music.
broke a lot of rules in that animation.
Oh yeah.
Like Spider-Punk, he's running by half frames or whatever. He's running I don't know how to put this differently. He's running on off frames. So you know how he's trying to be like the rebel?
Yeah.
So he's not running on the same frame rate as everybody else.
Okay,
so
that's
he's a
funny.
rebel.
Ha, 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 ha. Another one that I really enjoyed that we watched recently was No Hard Feelings.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. You see that?
I saw it. I didn't see it in theaters.
We didn't see it in theaters. That was our movie club movie last week or last episode.
Nice.
Last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So my movie was Super Mario Brothers. I loved it. But they played it so safe, and I know that the second one, if it's a musical like Jack Black wants, I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not going to enjoy it. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not. Sorry. Can't. TV shows. I mean, what all came out this year as far as
So mine, it
TV
didn't come out this
series?
year, but I watched it this year, and I watched it pretty quickly. But it was called, I think I told you guys about it, The Watcher.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
what is it?
It's about this family that moves into this house that got it super cheap, and they keep getting letters claiming to be from someone called the Watcher, and basically are being harassed, and it kind of drives the husband and father close to being insane. But it's all based on a true story.
Oh,
Yeah, it's actually, I totally forgot about that. That was actually on one of my like to watch lists.
Alex, if you take Severance,
We can just agree.
Severance is by far.
Yeah, I can't. Nothing beats it.
Nothing.
Like,
okay,
we're
so you know
we're
how
gonna
Alex
go back
and
and we're gonna watch it again.
You know how
We are.
Alex and I talk about Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad and all that. Severance is by far the best movie
TV show.
TV series that I've ever watched, and it's on Apple, and it's amazing. Adam Scott, he's probably one of my most favorite actors now. Like, he's so good.
Oh yeah.
He's so good.
Mhm.
And you know where he was actually like kind of picked up, discovered, like
Parks
made
and Rec probably
before that.
before
Boy
that.
Meets World.
What?
Boy Meets World.
Yeah. And he was also, but he didn't do anything for a while until he did Step Brothers.
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah,
brother
he's
of
the
Will
brother.
Ferrell.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He is, but he's so, that movie's so great.
He's one of my favorite actors. I love it. And so Severance, check it out. Seriously, 10 out of 10. Can't go wrong. The first episode you might
Oh, I have
dislike a little
another
bit.
one too.
What's that?
Two actually.
Oh.
Tulsa King, which was on Paramount,
Mm-hmm.
and that was Stallone's, and Lioness, which is also on Paramount.
I haven't heard of these.
Very good.
Are you gonna check out Reacher? I've been hearing about this.
No, I'm not a
No.
real big fan of that Alan Richardson guy.
Okay. Apparently
who-
he might be
That's
good.
who plays it. I saw he wants to be Batman. Yeah.
Oh, I guess my TV show didn't come out this year. I mean, I'm on season like, I think 10 finally of Naked and Afraid
XL.
XL.
You have
Out
to-
of
you have to-
like
you have to say
season
which one
like
you're watching.
17.
There are so many different types of Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, I know.
Spin-offs.
So
There's
I watched like
so many.
during like my time between jobs,
Oh, you were binging.
I'd like binged like 4 seasons of Naked and Afraid.
XL.
XL, yeah.
You did check
I don't
out
know
the
if I
other
can
ones.
like go back to the regular Naked and Afraid. I've
Well, not
got to
only
do
that,
the XL.
There's the solo. There's the.
There's Naked and Afraid
Alone.
of Love.
And then the love one is stupid.
I tried. I got like 5 minutes into the first episode, and I said hell no to that. It's freaking like Love Island and Naked and Afraid mixed together. Hell no.
Yeah.
Someone got wrong with that one.
Video games. We have talked a little bit about how you haven't played a whole lot this year, Brett, already.
I mean, mine will be Super Mega Baseball, but I really want to play RoboCop at some point.
Patrick and I checked out Gotham Knights. I don't know if you.
I played a little bit. I didn't give it enough time to really give
It's
it a
only
good
2-player co-op,
review, but
but
it wasn't. The little bit that I played, I wasn't impressed.
I played as Batgirl. Sorry.
I think I played as Knight. What's his name?
Patrick took
Nighthawk?
what? Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Yeah, that's who Patrick took. It's like I don't want Robin and I don't want the Red Hood, so
Right.
yeah, I took Batgirl. But no, for my video game, gosh, I don't know.
To be honest, this year sucked.
You got Call of Duty. You like Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer.
I don't like it enough to
It doesn't
to put it.
satiate it enough for your whelming. You
It's-
went back to Fortnite. You went back to Fortnite last night.
Yeah, because Call of Duty pissed me off.
Yeah.
Are
you enjoying Fortnite?
Well, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
enjoying Fortnite right now, but I wasn't when they were doing their old shit. But like I don't. There wasn't a game this year that I can be like, oh my god.
Gotta go to.
Like I have my go tos or my fall ons really, which is Fortnite and Call of Duty. I mean, the fun game that we got to play this year that everyone really liked was Party
Oh.
Animals.
No.
Payday.
What?
Payday.
Oh, Payday sucked.
Well, we played it though.
I know. I hated Payday. Did you like it?
It was fine. I
We
didn't
played
mind it.
one night of it. We never went back, and it
Yeah.
was bad.
Well, we had
though.
connection issues.
What was the other game that we just
Oh,
played? Lethal Company.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, if anything, like the only game I could think of, I've only played it once, but just because it's even just so fun to watch, I would put Lethal Company before anything else.
Do you know what Lethal Company is, Brett?
No.
Lethal Company is 4-player survival where these guys are hired to collect things from these different planets in these buildings, and you just go in this spaceship, and it's real simple mechanics. You just pick up stuff,
Mhm.
take it to the ship, sell it. It's but it's a little more complex after that. There's monsters in these buildings, and they can stalk you. They can take you away. They can take your stuff. They can kill you. I mean, almost 99%
It's just
of them.
there.
can kill you.
It's not the
Um,
way you describe it, unless you actually watch like a
survival
TikTok.
horror with an big
But
indie twist.
It's more like you don't play it by yourself. You don't.
Oh,
you
no.
have to play it with other
You have
people
to have a
for the entertainment purpose.
Yeah.
You played Texas Chainsaw.
Oh yeah,
That
I guess I
come
did.
out this
yeah,
year.
never mind. I really did like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
We didn't go back to it because I realized the repetitiveness of it.
Yeah,
Your brother played the shit out
yeah,
of
I
it.
did.
So every single survival horror game that we've been playing, Lethal Company, Texas Chainsaw, and Dead by Daylight, that's his.
That's his
dwelling.
like daily.
Like, so we hear him screaming in the middle of the day while we're just
You'll
doing
just
our
hear,
office work.
oh my god, no!
Oh, but no, he like so. Yeah, those are the games that we would definitely choose if we were choosing survival horrors.
We've got Brian in chat again talking about Lethal Company. For one, he says RoboCop is so much fun. 2, he says Lethal Company is one of the funniest games I've played all year, and it's made by a single dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
Which I didn't know that, but
it's
I
a
mean,
$10 game on Steam.
Ashley would say Hogwarts Legacy,
Oh yes,
which was like February. So
that was a long okay. So 2023 feels like the longest year
I
I've
know.
ever had
This
in my
actually-
adult
Yeah.
life.
yeah, this one is.
This crawled. Even though it's
Yeah.
December, it feels like we finally got to December. It feels like it's finally there, but Christmas doesn't feel like it's here. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know,
One
just
week.
snowed today.
1 week from
I
today.
know.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird. Oh, don't say that. You just made my like chest hurt, man.
We
That's,
got
like,
everything
a lot of
done.
stress.
We're
A
done.
lot of stress.
Hey, we're done.
You might be.
You got to wrap presents.
Are you not done shopping for me?
I already told you there's 2 more that I have to somehow, when you're not around, get to.
How do you get? What do you mean get to? You have to go get it.
That is for me to know and you to find out.
Oh,
That is all I can tell you.
okay. Alrighty then. So we'll talk about the positive personal life outcome when we get to our fan question. But I'll go to the next item topic, which is newsworthy notes. Because, I mean, Brett, you've been gone the entire summer and fall. There's a lot of stuff that happened, like that we kind of brought up throughout the show. One of them is the Hawaii fires.
Mm.
We brought those up in August. Wait, it was August. I believe it was the
It
end
was
of
in
summer.
late summer.
Yeah. Actually, it might have been September, but it went pretty silent after a while, and I hope the locals are getting what they need as far as their homes back and stuff without any issues. Which
The last update
don't
we
hear
saw, they were
anything.
just getting screwed.
Yeah. So like that's one big newsworthy thing that happened. And then also the Canadian fires that affected our summer for a whole month. We couldn't go to the beach.
Oh yeah. It was
Oh my
all
God, the
crazy
The
colors.
haze.
the haze.
Yeah.
And the
You
smell.
couldn't go outside.
Alex and I took a trip up to Michigan.
And we couldn't breathe. I actually
Alex
took
had
my
to put a
O2
mask on.
monitor.
Yeah. Yeah, she was
I was
not
having
in a good
like
way.
it was triggering my COVID lung.
Mm.
Like it was like acting up and I couldn't breathe right and my O2 was dropping and I was like, we got to get out of Michigan, bro.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like it was horrible.
It stunk. The smell. I still
I
kind of
remember getting out of work that day and like going outside and I
Smelled
was
like a
like,
garbage can
you
outside.
couldn't I couldn't see across the street
It was
because
so
it
bad.
looked like somebody had set something on fire like across the street.
Yeah, it was so hazy. So, I mean, that's another newsworthy thing that happened, at least locally for us.
Which
That was
I mean,
crazy.
that's also the you've also got the train derailments.
All these derailments that happened over the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the late winter.
And the big one over in Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah.
What was that one? I totally forgot.
Mhm.
It's a small town.
I don't remember.
But we
which-
watched that movie that was supposed to be similar to it.
It was not.
What was that
I-
fucking movie?
One
with Adam Driver.
Yeah. Oh, it's on the list. It's on the list. I'm gonna scroll to it. Actually, I want to know the name of it. Just so we got the movie club list available for anybody to see. Actually,
I don't remember what it was called. It was some kind of really weird name, I think.
it was around the time we were watching. Oh my gosh,
It was.
I don't see it.
You probably didn't even put it on the list.
I had to have. Why is it not on the list? There's The Saint, Plane, Bridge to Terabithia, Twins, Commando, Sicario, Encino Man. It was something I chose, right?
Yeah.
It's
I have no idea.
Birdman, Eternal Sunshine. I'm not seeing it. Frick.
Huh.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know
Oh
why.
yeah, there was that.
I'm gonna have to look up Adam Driver.
Other than the train derailment, I mean, you've got the war.
Yeah, and
Ukraine.
Ukraine, and then Russia. They've had a lot of that. I haven't heard a lot about that actually in a while.
It's because like when you're not paying attention to the news, you don't really.
Is it white noise?
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's.
Was
I
it?
think it's white noise.
Was it white noise?
Yeah. White noise. Yeah, white noise.
Yeah, Don Cheadle. Yeah.
Why is that not on my list? Oh, it is. I just didn't think that was the name of it.
Oh,
I thought it had a different name too.
I thought it did too.
White noise.
Hmm.
Don't watch that
Don't
one
watch
unless
it.
you want to see something. uber
I get the
dramatic.
artistic part of it, but like, it's not what you. It's not what is.
Is there anything that you heard about over the year, Brett?
I mean, as far as like
News?
world news, not really.
No. I mean, we've really kind of touched on the big ones for like that. Really,
I'm sure there's
hurt a
more.
lot. I'm
but
sure there's
we-
more too.
nothing we
Yeah. I mean,
have mentioned.
to be honest, I've heard no news of hurricanes this year. I mean, that's kind of weird, right? Normally, this is the
This
time.
is the time, yeah.
Well, September, October, November.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. Like nothing
would've-
major.
yeah.
No categories.
I thought that there was because didn't your boss member didn't she have to?
She just had a power trickle. She's normal. She says normal.
Okay, so nothing tiny
she
or
lives,
nothing
She lives
large.
close to the beach in Jacksonville.
Hmm.
She's fine. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't say there was anything hugely notable. I mean, as far as that goes, big storms. I mean, we've had some major snow hit around here, but that's nothing. The weather's been weird. Weird weather.
The
this
weather
year.
has been weird. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go to some notable celebrity deaths, then we'll do our fan question. All right, so starting off, I mean, these are kind of some of the, I don't know if these are in order of like timing, but starting off, Tom Sizemore died this year.
Mm-hmm.
He did a lot of the World War II
War
movies,
movies,
and
yeah.
he was really big on that. I think he had alcohol issues. I think he was an alcoholic. Matthew Perry, of course, was one that we did mention earlier when we were talking about Analyze This. He did pass away. They did just actually know the coroner actually just came out with what he died from. Suzanne Summers. Michael Gambon. Now, this is for Harry Potter fans. That's Dumbledore. He passed away this year. Steve Harwell, the singer from Smash Mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy Buffett.
Mm-hmm.
Bob Barker.
Oh, my gosh. That was this year.
Yeah. Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt.
That one actually still chokes me up.
R.I.P., man.
It chokes me up because he was
He's
a
our
healthy
age.
guy.
Yeah.
He was born in 87. I saw his gravestone, and it really,
Yeah.
did not like seeing that. It really, it's making me sad now. Terry Funk, the Iron Sheik, Johnny Hardwick, the voice of Dale from King of the Hill.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Angus Cloud, who played Fez on Euphoria.
Yep.
Paul Rubens. Alex. Sue Johansson died.
Wait, Paul Rubens. Who's Paul Rubens?
Paul Rubens?
I know that name.
Yeah. Pee-wee.
Yeah, okay.
Sue Johansson, Talk Sex with Sue.
She died?
She died.
She must have been really
She
old.
She was like in her 90s.
Yeah.
I would have said in her hundreds. Was she still doing Talk Sex with Sue?
I don't know.
That was a
That was
show
high school?
back in high school that we'd watch because it was like some
Dirty.
old lady like
Talking
you
about
just take a
dildos and
dildo and blah.
lubricated and use a condom and
She was like the grandma that you couldn't talk to, but you could about sex.
Now this one you're not going to know the name, but I'm going to point him out. Sergio Calderon. He is the first alien in Men in Black.
Oh.
The one that's in Mexico, the border. That that actor. He was also in Pirates of the Caribbean, the third one. Tina Turner died.
Oh yeah, Tina Turner.
Got a couple others here. Jerry Springer. And the last one, this one is very close to us, is Lance Reddick.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
John Wick.
Sharon.
Yep. So those are the lists. Those are the celebrities
Zavala.
that we. Oh, Zavala from Destiny. You know, I didn't even think of that. I didn't put that in the thing. I just John Wick is what I put it as. Yes, Zavala. And every single time I hear his voice now on Destiny, it just tears me up, man. So those are notable celebrity deaths. There's a long list of ones that I went through, and I was like, oh my gosh, the ones that I listed are the ones that I know that we would for sure know who they are. So we do have to get to our fan question, and we got to get out of here. So
It's getting late.
It is. So let me pull up the meme. The fan question is 2023 based, and let's see if we can get some answers. That? I think it's that. I made this meme because I wanted it to relate with Grand Theft Auto and make sure that we brought it up while you were on the show this week because you know, it's a big announcement. We never got to talk about it beforehand. So what's something positive that happened to you in 2023? We've all had a long year, and I'm sure we all want to answer this.
So I have a couple. When I look at the year, and I'm kind of, this is not exactly tied to the fan question, but my personal year in review has been some very good stuff and some not so good stuff.
Right.
So big things is I finally got the job where I wanted to work for the last 2 years.
Do you like it?
Love it.
Good.
Love it, and hopefully I can turn it into the only job that I have.
And we're hoping for that too,
Yes.
because
Right.
we only see you probably about as much as Ashley. Maybe Ashley sees you once a week at least.
No, we still are able to get together on my 3 days off.
Okay, that's good.
So that went to Disney for the first time with Ashley.
Yeah,
And going to Disney with someone who knows Disney is is a great thing. You know, that made the whole trip much
that's what's
better.
going to be bad for me and Alex. We want to do our trips alone.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a problem for that if we were to go to Disney. Cause
Oh, won't I've been there?
Yeah, but what, 30 years ago?
No, like 25 years ago.
25.
I still remember like enough.
I'll show Alex like videos of rides and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, they go around the bend and they do this. Like, oh,
Yeah.
And then I met Charlie Hunnam.
You did. You
Yeah.
did.
So,
Yes, you
Three
did.
Pretty darn cool
Damn, that was
things
this year, wasn't
yeah.
it?
We went to 3 conventions this year.
3. Yeah.
One of them was here though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
that's still-
That's still 3.
And it was
yeah.
disappointing.
Oh, extremely.
Mm.
Extremely. The judging was bad.
Extremely.
Yeah, I forgot that we did 3 conventions. We went to 3 concerts, 2 EDM concerts, right?
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
That's why this year crawled, because we did so much stuff.
We actually did a lot.
We had a toga party, a Halloween party, which you attended.
When you tried to announce that we were having a New Year's party, and I slapped you. Basically, it's like,
Yeah,
no,
we're
we're
not
not,
doing that.
man.
We're not
We are
doing that.
done.
We're done for the year. Done for the year.
I'm not doing this again.
We'll do. Well, yeah, we are.
No, like another time this year. I said,
Okay.
we partied out, man.
Yeah, we're actually spending New Year's Eve in South Dakota, the quietest place you can.
I
be.
know, probably one of the most remote places ever.
We were planning on doing a football game and having Patrick visit, but finances just didn't turn out that way. Yeah, are you guys gonna go to one? You guys didn't wind up going to a Colts game.
We were going to, but it as good as had good things this year, and then financially it was a step back for me this year. So what happened?
Nymeria wants that, which means she's probably got to pee, so I didn't want her to be stashed.
She doesn't shy from peeing on things.
Yeah, she'll piss
She'll take
wherever
that
she
blanket
wants.
and make it her litter box.
Wow.
Yeah,
a
she's
jerk.
a bitch sometimes.
Well, for good cause too.
It's just mainly because Cade teases her all the time and
Yeah.
chases her. So
Who?
Cade.
Oh,
Cade the Kate.
you all got him this year.
Yes, that is a thing.
Yeah.
I can't say if that's positive or
he's been a handful.
he has warmed up.
He's
to
been
me
the
a
hardest
lot.
cat for me to ever raise in my life, I think. So
Nymeria was a pain for a minute.
Nymeria hated you though. You can't really count that.
okay, so my issue with Nymeria was
Oh, it's different now.
it was the opposite actually. When we first got her, I wanted her, and then I didn't want her, and I wanted to give her away because every single night for like 3 months straight at 4 a.m. she would cuddle around my head, grab my head, and give me a bath, and I kept waking up, putting her on. Josh said, no, do it to him, and she kept cuddling me, and I don't know.
So she did love you.
Oh no, she loved me. Yeah, it was.
Now she loves me only.
It was after we got after Layla died. To be honest, I think is when her attitude got more bitchy, and
Layla kept her cool.
yeah, like
think
she,
Pixel is
her and
not-
because her and Layla were like best buds.
They were.
And then I mean,
We didn't see it
she was
till
only
later.
in Layla's life, or Layla was only in her life for the first like year and a half, maybe 2 years. So
That's the way Kate is with Pixel right now. They are inseparable.
And then we got Pixel, and then Nymeria and Pixel played together for like a little bit, and then we got Cade, and now Nymeria is just like
She'll play.
she's
learning
a
to
prissy
play.
asshole.
She's
So
learning to play with Cade.
she is learning, but yeah. So yeah, we got Cade.
Yeah. I had my first raise in 5 years
Nice.
this year. First raise in 5 years. That's a big one for me. The other thing that happened is Alex and I now work together for the first time ever in the same office. And
So you work in the same room. You don't have the same job.
right,
No.
right,
You
right,
don't
right.
work together.
I'm sure I annoy
Just
her with my
work side by
conversations,
side.
but
You only annoy me when I'm like super concentrated
I
on a
know.
claim, and then if I get
What, is
interrupted,
he trying to talk to you?
oh, I do.
You need to put up like a do not disturb sign when you're.
I don't
focused.
need to. He knows when I'm like
Are you just trying to have like casual conversation?
That's
I'm
fine.
on. So and that's not really a. It's hard for me to be able to have a conversation. I'm still learning my job, so when I learn it, it will, and it comes naturally and flows. I think I'll be able to be a bit more like d and talk. But right now, it's like I have to make sure I'm not making any errors because this is people's money I'm working with.
No, I,
See me, I have videos playing, and
He's got
I've got
videos
graphic
everywhere,
design
and I'm
stuff in front
like-
of me. Like graphic designers can have 1,000 things in front of them and still be focused. That's why I am so different than you.
Yeah. I've got a quota to meet. I've got goals. I've got like a % accuracy I need to maintain. Like I have to like it's like go for me right now.
My go is if there's a deadline on something, and that
Yeah, my deadline is every day. So.
yeah. So that's my thing. I'm sure, but I love having you at home now. It's so much better. Life is better.
Aw, thank you.
So that's my positive stuff.
Well, I mean, that's one of my biggest things is that I switched careers.
Yeah.
I retired from general practice, and after 17 years, which is a really big deal.
You got new hair color coming.
Yeah, on Saturday.
And you also this year you were able to like, oh, frick it, I'm gonna go half purple, and then they're like, you can do whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, other big things you've pretty much already named. The only other thing you didn't mention was that I was really, really happy we were able to plan and do was our trip out to Kansas.
The Kansas trip was the third thing I was going to mention.
Yeah.
Our Wichita trip.
Our Wichita our Wichita trip.
I think I took that trip for granted, actually. I think it was, I think I should have appreciated it more. I didn't. I should have.
I did.
I was a little.
I don't think we could have picked a better Airbnb, to be honest. It was like
good. It was perfect.
It was. I mean, the living room was a little small.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we had like
we
so
hung
many,
out at the kitchen.
but
table.
we hung out at the kitchen table and it worked.
Yeah.
But like the sides of the rooms, the AC, everything it came with, and the location, the cost, like everything was just like perfect.
It was a good trip to Kansas.
It was a very good trip, and it was nice to have like everybody together.
I want to get a bag of burgers now.
Yeah, I want a bag of burgers.
They have burgers there, Brett. You can get 5 hamburgers.
5 for $6.
For $6. If you add cheese, it's 7. And
they're burgers.
And it's like a burger, and it's fast food, but it's good. It's made well.
It's good.
They're local fast food in Wichita. You don't want to go to anything national there. You want to go to local things.
Mm-hmm.
They are
they know food. They know food. It's good.
Good food. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah. But I mean that's kind of like the
So your new job and
new job, new animal.
The trip to see friends, and that was a nice.
Yeah.
We are probably planning to do another one here soon, in the spring or late spring.
Yeah, we need to make it a yearly thing.
Do something.
Get everybody together.
Yeah. I got Discord. There's people who have answered this on our social media. We appreciate those that have, and if you haven't, make sure you're writing it in YouTube or tweeting at us or something. We got one from Arrow. He actually listed a number of things here.
Oh, good.
Made a lot of new friends. Found a job that I really enjoy. I'm still alive. I learned new things. I finally started my wrestling career, and I finished my semester of grad school with 1 more credit to go. And he's gonna have his master's.
I know.
Nice.
I'm so proud of him.
He's 20.
We've watched him like grow up.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, he's just our regular chatter in Twitch, and
I know, but he's been there since
he's been there for a couple years now. Yeah.
A couple few.
3. Yeah, 3 years, because it was before he was 21.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I feel like he's been there since the beginning. But yeah, he's supported like everyone in our squad.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. We see you, Arrow. We see you.
Appreciate you. You got others, Alex?
I do. I've got Instagram up. We've got Ashley. Ashley says her answer to this question, Brett, is first vacation to Disney with Brett.
Aw. I wonder if okay, so Brett, we've traveled with you before. You vacation just fine. You travel fine. You have no issues. That was one thing we were worried about when we went to Wichita. We were traveling with 2 people that
we never traveled
with before. Quentin and his wife, and they are both just as easygoing as us.
Yep.
And it was great.
Yeah.
Quentin's he's a lighter driver than I am. Like, he goes slower, but that's his dad.
Not as aggressive.
He is not an aggressive driver at all. No, at all. He is patient, and I get that. It's good.
We got Patrick. Patrick says, I guess I would have to say my niece Lily being born.
Yeah.
Didn't get a raise. Wife lost her job.
Yeah.
Family members going through it. So I guess that would be the positive. Oh, I won $250 on a scratcher. Yee.
That's good. Well, good for you, man.
$250 is nice. You can buy some groceries.
That's a lot of the bungagas.
All right, we've got Terrible Terror podcast.
Shout out to Terrible Terrors.
Brian says probably the best thing that happened all year was being able to celebrate Briggs' wedding as a group this year. So yeah, that would the get together in Kansas.
That was a good get together.
Yeah, I'd say so. That was very magical. Jersey Comic Crew podcast.
Shout out to them.
Got a new job that allows me to work from home full time while also working on podcasts and content.
That's kind of like I have that opportunity to immediately at 5 o'clock close my laptop and do whatever else I need to. That's why when you came over for the show, I was like, I already had everything set up. I just had to plug everything in. Because right at 5 o'clock, I had everything positioned. I actually had to get into the closet and move all the stuff off the shelf to get that microphone out. Because I was like, my fucking dumbass put it in that closet. I could have put it in that closet or a drawer. I had 1,000 other places I could put it. Behind the one place I didn't want to move anything. So I had to move that, and that was stressful. I don't like that. We got one on Facebook. I think Alex is pulling it up right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, did you want me to?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we've got Paige, my sister, watched my son graduate elementary school and become a 6th grader. That is kind of a big deal because even I remember my 5th grade graduation.
Yeah.
Proud of Jeremy being on principal's honor roll all year. Ooh, damn. Way to go, nephew.
Nephew.
Finally getting married to my best friend and my 10-day Disney honeymoon.
Yahoo.
Yeah.
Their wedding was outdoors, and it was very lucky that
they
it was nice
they had their wedding on the last best day of the summer. Like seriously, it was like a week later.
No,
it was
next day.
cold.
Next day was cold.
Was it next day?
Next day was cold.
It was like
freezing.
cold and raining but like the day before, like their wedding day, like I was in a dress.
She said to us, "Come, we'd like you to volunteer and come clean up." I was like, I woke up the next day and I was sore from all the dancing that we did because you and I actually rocked out.
I was just like, for one, I was sore because of that. For two, I was exhausted.
You were in not heels. You're on your feet.
I was just on my feet all day from like 6 a.m. And then the night before, I got like 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was exhausted.
We do have a voicemail to get to if we don't have anybody else, and then we got to get out of here. So. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up. I think there's a message on YouTube, Alex. Some people in chat. Can't read
message
that right
on YouTube. Talk into the mic there, Josh.
Me?
It was hard to hear you for a second.
God damn it!
Just because you were kind of all over the place.
I am. I'm sorry. I move. For those audio, I apologize, but that's me moving around. It is what it is. That's why I got the standing desk. I can just do whatever now while streaming. I'm so happy. I love it. All right, but we gotta play this thing here. Let me get to the. Oh no! Hold on. The mouse is really bad. There we go.
Yeah, your boy, Lois_64 on Twitch, Patrick. Doing the fan question about the posters. You know, I did the one about the Oakland A's, and I'm listening to everybody else talk about all the girls they had on their walls, and it made me remember the females that I had on my walls. And my favorite poster that I had was Tara Patrick. And if you don't know who Tara Patrick was, or is, she was a porn star from back in the day, and she's still my top all-time favorite porn star, Tara Patrick. Met her at a what's it called, like a adult toy store. Met her, got to take 2 pictures with her. She sat on my lap, had my hand on her ass. It was fucking a great day. Say that. So I had to share that one because I was at work when I did the question originally, and I just kind of rushed through it and putting up that one. Didn't put a lot of thought into it. So thinking back now, I had to throw it in there. All right, guys. Oh yeah, by the way, the Vikings suck. Go Raiders!
Sorry though. Those Raiders lost to the Vikings.
She sat on my lap. I touched her ass. It was a great day.
Appreciate that.
Patrick, that's awesome.
And if you guys want to leave any voicemails on our channel, it is 224-225-5780. Plug your podcast or your streamed stuff, and we'll, of course, I kind of vet them first before I make sure I play them because, there's sometimes people leave some dirty ones. But, yeah, I think that's it. Is there anything else you want to touch on? We've done a long episode, really long episode. No?
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah? Okay. Alex, go ahead and plug your Twitch.
If you'd like to watch me game on the weekends, it's twitch.tv/Q_kitty, KUTE_KITTI. I'm streaming the rest of the year is this weekend.
Yeah. This is your
Friday,
last...
Saturday, and most likely Sunday. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday evening between 9, probably around, actually I'll probably do that, probably about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys check it out. Right now I'm playing some anywhere between Call of Duty and Fortnite.
This is your win last night. That we
Oh,
got
yeah, that's right. I got the
with,
final
with
kill.
Patrick.
I just realized I didn't wear my glasses the whole night.
Yeah, you didn't. Boom. I don't know what you're doing there.
That looked like the DX.
I was trying to do that, and then I do that plus like...
Macarena.
Well, it's because my
Her character
my
does
winning
it.
dance is the Macarena.
Yeah. So, yeah. What are you playing this weekend?
Probably one of those two games. I really want to either Saturday or Sunday. Probably Sunday. I want to get with the boys and I want to do Lethal Company.
Okay.
Like I want to do. I want, and I don't want to play it to like win. I want to do the whole like we just. We use the walkie-talkies and we go off and we try to do shit because that's how you create content. I don't want to try to like win the game. I just want to go in and try to do the game without like
it's fun
playing it super safe. I just want to go get the shit scared out of us.
As far as my stream goes, twitch.tv/Mr. L. That's MISTERL. You can find me there on Tuesday and Thursday evening and Saturday morning. I am going back to my original schedule. So you can find me there playing Fortnite and Warzone at this time. I don't really have a whole lot else planned to check out yet. I mean, Lethal Company was going to be one, but if Alex is doing it on hers, then I might as well just do it on hers then. So that's what that is. Yesterday, I played some Fortnite until we had to go do our gift exchange. But here's one where we got our win on Fortnite with me and...
Are you a Ninja Turtle?
I am Raphael, bro. Yeah, they brought the Ninja Turtles to Fortnite, all four of them, and I picked the best one. That's our ongoing argument between me and Patrick. Is I'm all about Raphael.
I watched that one too, on Paramount.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The new one,
the newest one,
the Seth Rogen one.
We haven't finished it. Yeah, I'm doing this dance. So. Yeah. It was a good time playing Fortnite. Who's the best Ninja Turtle, Brett?
Leo.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
He's the leader.
Yeah, but he fails.
No. He's not perfect. No leader is.
Leaders are meant to rebuild their learn from their failures and stuff.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. I think that's about it then. I have to remember how to do these plugs. I totally just blanked. As far as our podcast goes, I'd like if you guys follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. PTO Unlimited is what you'll search. PTO_podcast on Instagram. Check out our merch, brand new merchandise. We got ugly holiday sweaters, free shipping until the end of the year. And then we also got new hats, socks, all that kind of good stuff. All proceeds go towards the podcast and the streams, depending on purchase. And then if you'd like to make sure you guys hit the like button on this video, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the PTO Unlimited podcast on YouTube and hit the bell to be notified for when we're live, which will be in January, Monday, 7:00. I don't know what day. We'll have an announcement on our social media. Normally we do that announcement with fan questions, so just keep an eye out for that. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @_Mr. L.
Brett_Wings.
Yay! Cute_kitty.
The final note.
I don't have a final note.
Merry Christmas. Happy
that's a good one.
holidays.
Enjoy your holidays.
Happy New Year. Travel safely. Enjoy this time spent with your loved ones. Make 2024 you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2024 you. For you. Yeah.
For you.
Because we were like 2023 for me, or me in 2023.
So 2024.
For you.
Ah,
Make it for you.
I like that one.
Yeah. Work on yourself. Yeah, that's definitely a good one to tell everybody. So, Brett, I don't know when we'll have you back on, but it was nice having you on.
Yes, it was good to be back.
Yeah, it feels like normal.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna go, guys. You guys have a good 2023 rest of the year. Bye, guys.